Idioms mirror cultures. Idioms make a language more interesting. Without them, our conversations would lack flavor, like a food that lacks salt or pepper. And just like food, idioms in different languages reflect different ways of living. They are usually based on common, everyday experiences, so they provide a window into the cultures and languages they come from. I'm sure you can do better. This work has more holes in it than Swiss cheese.
I just saw Ivan. How did he get here?
He rode as a hare on the train all the way from his hometown.
Really? He should have bought a ticket.
I know. I'm sure he was nervous the whole time.
Do you understand what to ride as a hare in the original Russian, it is Yekin Zaitsen, means? As you have probably guessed, it means to ride without a ticket. If a hare jumped onto a train by accident, what might happen? It might get a ride all the way to Siberia without a ticket. We can imagine that hares are a common animal in Russia. We can also imagine a fare dodger shaking like a hare in fear when inspectors make their rounds on a train. That is how idioms usually work. They are based on ordinary, everyday experiences.
Look at Elsa. She's so fast.
Yes, she's way ahead of the others. She certainly has rye in her back.
I agree. Even when running uphill, she's so strong.
Can you guess the meaning of the underlined idiom? It is a little harder. It is based on Swedish culture. In Sweden, rye is a traditional food. It grows well in cold weather, and people consider it a very healthy food. So in Sweden, to have rye in one's back, "Harryggen," means to be physically strong or courageous. One can imagine a mother saying,
Eat your rye bread and you'll get big and strong.
Cheng showed me his vacation pictures from Paris.
Oh, really?
Yes, he says his parents are going to take him to every major city in the world.
Don't listen to him. He's just blowing into the cowhide.
Could you guess what blowing into the cowhide means? This unusual expression comes from an old way of crossing the Yellow River in China. People would make rafts out of cowhide and blow air into them so that they would float. It was a very demanding task. They would laugh at people who boasted by saying, if you have so much air to brag with, you'd be better off blowing it into the cowhide. Therefore, blowing into the cowhide came to mean bragging or being full of hot air. Idioms are like mirrors of culture. Sometimes they are easy for people from other places to understand, and sometimes their meanings are hidden in local culture. By studying them, we can learn a lot about other ways of thinking and living.
Zembe!